Meaning, I don't think Mbeki, Malema, Ratebe, Balula, Cameroon, Khan are going to help us with anything. You're going to live a day or two to come and ask Khan. You know, they say you are a part of a faction. Are you part of a faction? He says, I don't know anything about any faction. And then what are you going to produce to prove that Khan is part of any faction? Except that he's being suspected and all of that. And then we are told when Kumalo comes, he will come with something concrete. Meaning, Mkhwanazi himself agrees that he's got nothing concrete on Khan. He says, no, someone else is going to come. Where we are seated now, with nothing on Khan, except that he went to do a good job. He got exonerated when he went to the DC, and then he continued.
He must never think he can blackmail or threaten anyone. We are not scared of policemen. When we joined the struggle, we were taught not to be scared of a policeman. We have not done it when we were young. We are not going to do it when we are old. Mkhwanazi is fighting General Khan. And every time he fights General Khan, he drags the EFF name, he drags the CIC's name to fight General Khan. Let him fight Khan if they've got their own issues, and leave the EFF out of their nonsense, because EFF is not part of any nonsense they are fighting about in the police. Again, Mkhwanazi goes to ad hoc committee. He says Suntumule told Begitele and General Masemola that he no longer needs their intervention because Sibiya said he spoke to CIC of EFF to go and speak to Mkhwanazi so that he can bring them together. Mkhwanazi never said, the CIC called me and said, let's come together with Sibiya. He says, someone said, Sibiya said. And then the question should have been, okay, did the CIC convene that meeting? I never convened any meeting. No Sibiya asked me to convene any meeting. And let me tell you, if Sibiya had asked me to call a meeting, I was going to call it because I am a leader of this country. And when two police generals are fighting and one of them says, I'm fighting with my colleague, I want you to mediate, I was going to do it. I did not hire Sibiya. They hired him. I respected him because he's a general that they have hired. But that meeting never took place. So don't be shaken by nonsense.
Which gives the CM powers under these circumstances to convene a sitting of the council. It is well within her rights. And the good thing with the CM of Ikuruleni is that she's a no-nonsense woman. She doesn't go around pleasing anyone, and she doesn't budge to wrong things. She tells you if she's not comfortable with something that is not in line with what are her responsibilities. So, seated here, I've got no doubt that she would have thoroughly interpreted the law and done sufficient consultation with the legal advisors before she sent those invites.
I know Ze Nxumalo is a child of Professor Nxumalo, who was the founder of the IFP. He was, if I'm not wrong, the first Secretary General of IFP. Then you say Julius Malema, in giving Z's description, you have to drag my name in. But his father is a retired politician, a noticeable person. Why are you not saying a child of Professor Nxumalo? You bring my name. Or is it because you can't research such a simple information like desktop? For sure you are shocked wherever you are, all of you. Oh, is that so? Yo. It's not a big issue. How can someone being someone's child be a big issue? That's the father. Zay is my friend. Zay Nxumalo is my friend. And anyone who stays in the north knows Zay Nxumalo, who grew up in the north, socialized in the northern suburbs, Sandton. You will know Zay was a big socialite there. But you know what is amazing, Samkel, about Zay? Is that Zay was best friend with the daughter of Rupert. You don't mention that. It's not like you don't know it. You don't mention that. You mention me because you are looking for me. You don't mention that at Zay's wedding, the groom's party was white people only. Because being Zay's friend is a crime. Mention his friends. All of a groom's party. Abum Kapi. They were all white. A person who spoke at the Zay's wedding was a white person. Zay has got a lot of white friends. You don't mention them because they are white. Seated here, it's a man called Adriano Mazzotti. And more said, I'll ask them to stand up because these are the two and part of their partners who have given us money on the day we were launching the EFF.
In one voice. So that shows leadership. You must lead from home by loving your mother, by loving your wives, by loving your children. Voting station la voter. Wakera motho ona a tsamaile le ena le basadi ba e ba bararo. He di result di jo ba ro kry-ile one vote. A ba ropi. A ba ropa basadi ba ba lo tsoro ba le tsikitsing ya o mo eta wa se. So once you see a man who is able to pull together his family and 23 children who are happy and express themselves in the manner they did. That's leadership. Stop telling us that you can lead us. Lead your homes before you can lead us.
We have faced many challenges together, yet in spite of all here we are today, celebrating your 60th birthday. You are my pride and joy and my legacy. Every sacrifice I made was for you. You are the future I dreamt of and the continuation of story, and that can be achieved through hard work and dedication. Each and every one of you has the power, the will and the capacity to make a difference in the world in which you live in. To my friends, you have stood by me through it all. Thank you for your unwavering support, even though we have age gap of 10 years and so. Take these words from me. We are strongest when we move as one. Life will test us, but when we choose unity over ego, reality over distance, and love over pride, nothing can break us. Our bond is our power, our unity is our strength, and as long
it really explains the kind of links that some of these crime intelligence bosses have with some politicians. I mean, you can see that this relationship was quite solid between Khan and Julius Malema, which, at least according to me, somehow contradicts what Julius Malema told us when he was on the show, because he described Khan as a comrade he knew from the ANC days. I mean, I didn't get an impression that the relationship is close enough for Julius to ask for certain information through Saeed, certain sensitive police information, or for Khan to also send Julius Malema questions to ask someone in Parliament, the Inspector General of Intelligence, because Khan wanted him removed. I didn't get a sense that this is how close the relationship is between Khan and Julius Malema. But here's a reminder of what Julius told us on this show when he came a few months ago.
Khan is well known. Khan is a comrade, well known to me. I knew him from the ANC time. In as much as I know so many of all of them, I'm not an arrivalist in the national politics. I know a lot of people. Khan says, no, there is this guy who is asking to see you. And then I said, okay, that's fine. If you are comfortable and you know him, you can come and we meet. He comes with Khan. Vianney Pambu was there. Vianney received them into the meeting. And that's when he gave me a brief about AK's case.
You see, that's how he...
This is an indication of the influence and access that Gerald Khan has in politicians. So he bragged about it when he told me. To what extent, I did not know. But as you receive information and you get to realize that this man, he is indeed connected to many politicians. I said the lead of EFF, for the first time for me to sit with him, is because it's Khan that took me to go and meet with him. Well, obviously, he had his concerns about the rallies and everything they were going to have there, which he would have met me in anyway via Khan. But for whatever reason, Khan arranged that meeting so that we could meet and talk about the concern that they were having as a party. But that was an indication, according to what I observed, that the man is very close to politicians.